Hello everybody, in this video you're going to learn how to slice bell peppers. Every time that we slice bell peppers, you got to grab around 3 of these containers. In each container we can fit around 4 bell peppers. It's not always exact because sometimes it may be bigger or smaller, but you're going to grab around 12 to 15 bell peppers. You're going to grab a metal bowl. You're going to put them in there when you go into the walk-in. You're going to put them in a little bowl and you're going to come out. You're going to grab 3 of these guys to slice the vegetables. Every time we slice, obviously just like any vegetable, we're going to wash it. So you're simply going to wash it very quick under the thing, and you don't need to dry it or anything. You're just going to come out and we're going to show you in this video how we're going to use the vegetable slicer to slice bell peppers. All right, so in this phase what we're going to need is a cutting board, a sharp knife. Though we're going to use the vegetable slicer later, we're still going to cut, obviously I don't know what this thing is called, this head, maybe we're going to call it the head of the bell pepper. We're going to cut that first, and my mother's going to show you how we do that. Perfect. Next, you know that bell pepper has a bunch of seeds. Nobody likes the seeds, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut it off. So you're simply going to cut the edges. You're going to just use your hand and get the stuff out. And then you just shake it on your hand. Any other seeds that was in there, you're just kind of shaking it off. You want to make sure it's off of your cutting board and you set it aside. Okay, so in this phase, you see that we've separated this, and we want to again make sure that you keep your surface separate. The seeds over there, that's part of your trash. As you know, we're very focused on having no waste in this company as well. You should do the same in your home. So this is what we do. We're not going to have any waste. You're simply going to take just 30 seconds and remove that little head part. That one nobody eats. But all of this leftover that we have here is just good bell peppers. So we're going to separate that and we're going to cut this very thinly. I don't know how thick that is, but as you can see, it is, what is that? I don't know, a 1/6 of an inch? I don't know. Then we're going to put all of that into our bucket. All right, so this first phase is done. Now we got our 4 bell peppers for the next phase with the vegetable slicer. Today we're going to demonstrate how you're going to fill up one of these guys. If you were to do the 12, it is better for you to cut all of the tips and do this phase first and then do all the 12 bell peppers onto the vegetable slicer next. All right, let's move on to the next phase. All right, so in this first phase, we grabbed our bell peppers, we washed them, we cleaned them up in that the wood pieces out, all the seed is out. Next, we cut all the little bell peppers flesh that was around the thing, we cleaned that up. For this demonstration, what we did is that we used the 4 bell peppers because we're only gonna fill up one of these guys just to show you for this training. So when you are the one slicing bell peppers, you're going to do 3 buckets at a time. In other words, you're going to grab the 12 bell peppers. You're going to do this first phase of separating the head and the wood and the seeds for all 12 of them. Then you're going to cut that flesh thing around it for 12. Then we're going to move on to the vegetable slicer for the 12. You always want to batch your steps. All right, so this is our handy dandy vegetable slicer. You're going to need a red plastic tray of a kind. We usually have these in the dish station area. You're going to put it in here so the bell peppers will fall on it. So this is how it works. This is the entry of it. There are many ways to drop this bell pepper in, correct? So you want to look at the blade. It's going to hit it. You never want it to hit like this. You want the final product to come out like a little circles of a kind. So you can put it in this way or this way, but never this way or any other way that whatever, you know what I mean? So this way is easier just because this is a strong, thick part, so it's easier to go this way. You could go this way as well, but for here, I'm gonna go down here, this way, and then what are we doing is we're pushing that guy. You always wanna look visually to see what it is you're doing. You just peek into it, yep, it's in place, it's ready to go. You're holding that, you're not pressing it too hard, you're just gently pressing it. Then you're gonna use that handle and gently go around. The first one's going to be a little bit hard just because it was that bottom of that thing, the bell peppers. Okay, so you're going to be faced with something like this. Always think about your team. You don't want to put that in here and leave your team to clean this up. You need to do this. Just take 5 seconds, go the little extra mile, and do this. How about this piece? This piece? Yeah, we're gonna put it in our cutting board. Anything that is kind of not bigger pieces, we will deal with that later. We'll cut it, simply add it to the party. All right, so again, you wanna do as much as you can. Make sure that you don't lose product for them to fall off of the table. Then you're gonna make 5 seconds, separate these guys. How about this one? If any of the pieces are a little bit big, again, be mindful, this is gonna go on a pizza. You don't want somebody to take a big bite and be eating a whole lot of bell peppers, so. Perfect. We got the month and the day of the month to put on the date sticker. This is ready to go. All right, guys, this phase we just finished. 4 bell peppers made around 1 container, as you can see. If the bell peppers are smaller, you simply need to adjust. Again, you want to make sure that this is full. So I wanted to, again, simply emphasize you want to do things in batches. So if you got like 12 bell peppers out here, you want to slice them with the machine as far as you can. In other words, however much that red tray can handle, not too overflowing, not too little. And then you're gonna get the bigger pieces. At the end, you're gonna batch. So batch things. Last phase is cover all the 3 containers at the, one after another and all that. Don't forget the date stickers, and that is done.